Your 8-figure mindset is currently destroying your 1-figure marriage. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why your high-performance mindset, the very thing that made you rich, is actually the wall between you and the wife you love. I've spent the last 8 years as a hypnotherapist and a coach, but more importantly, I lived this nightmare. I achieved external abundance while feeling like a roommate to my wife. I was physically present, but mentally absent. I had to learn the hard way that you can't manage a marriage like a P&L statement. This video is packed with wisdom from a recent sit-down between Alex Hormozi and Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is trending right now for his Time to Rise summit, but most guys miss the most critical lesson. Your results are a byproduct of your internal state. If your nervous system is stuck in executive survival mode, high cortisol, high alert, high control, you literally cannot feel love for your wife even if you know you love her logically. You are choosing to act out of an identity built for expansion in business but contraction in love. And as Tony mentioned, that identity is the most powerful force in your life.
Think about it. The strongest force in the human personality for any human being, you, me, doesn't matter. The strongest force is that we need to stay consistent with the way we identify ourselves, right? Identity is the controlling force of a human being.
The problem is your brain is trying to use business logic to solve emotional bits. It's analyzing when it should be connecting.
If you change the lead to here by that sense of connection and everything else and get the hell out of your head, because your brain is always going to reduce things. It's like your brain will never make you happy. That's the problem. Your brain is analyzing so much. You got so stuck up here that you're missing this magnificent human being that I see in front of me here. You're missing to have the joy of him.
Every moment you are making 3 decisions that determine your destiny. 4 years ago, I was getting all 3 wrong. My wife gave me an ultimatum and actually broke up with me. That wake-up call forced me to look at my analytical identity and replace it with heart-centered one, to become someone I call the love leader. Decision number 1, focus. What am I going to focus on? Focus equals feeling. In business, we focus on what's missing to fix it. At home, that's poison. When it comes to focus, there are 3 categories to it. Number 1, focus on what you have or on what's missing. Number 2, focus on what you can control or what you cannot. Number 3, focus on the present or the future or on your past. Think about it. If you are a person who focuses on what your marriage is missing, if you focus on what is outside of your control, and if you focus on what already happened, your experience will be quite different to a guy who is in here and now, focus on what he can control and focusing on what he has. Right? Look, I know it's often easier said than done. 4 years ago, I only focused on what my wife wasn't doing, like her lack of intimacy. And I was completely blind to the fact that she was dedicating her life to our firstborn daughter, not seeing how much she tolerated my constant mental absence. I focused on the gap, so I felt the resentment. Here are my 2 cents. Focus on what you already have. Focus on the things you can control, like the things you will learn in this series. And focus on here and now with your eyes on your future. Sounds fair enough? Decision number 2, meaning. What does this mean? The meaning you attach to an event becomes your emotion. What is the meaning you are attaching to the interactions with your wife? Do you see her as your friend or as your enemy? Think about it. Most guys think they are stuck with a resentful wife. They think they selected the wrong person. But as Tony points out, the only person you need to reselect is yourself.
I always tell people, the secret to relationship, 80% of having a great lasting relationship or intimate relationship is selection. And people will say to me, well, shit, why didn't you tell me that before I was married for 10 years or something? I said, no. I don't mean who you select. Who you select to be in this relationship.
When my wife came to me with a problem, I chose to mean it was a personal failure or a complaint. I saw an attack. In reality, it was a bid for connection. She wanted me to see her just like I did at the start of our relationship. I was selecting to be a defendant instead of a leader. Here is what I learned from Tony Robbins. There is no inherent meaning in any situation, only the meaning we decide to give it. My advice to you, choose the meaning that works for you rather than against you and your goals. Decision number 3, action. What am I going to do? Action is life. My default was to distance myself. Because I focused on what was missing and saw it as a complaint, my action was contraction. Instead of coming closer, I withdrew. I chose to distance myself as a defense mechanism which only accelerated the crisis. Now, some people would call it avoidant attachment, but I call it focus that doesn't help, meaning that doesn't work, an action that is misaligned with my goals. You might be nodding your head at this stage, but here is the brutally honest truth. Awareness of these 3 decisions is not enough. You can watch this video and logically agree, but logic won't save you when the pressure hits at 6 p.m. That is because your mind is leading your heart.
But without energy enhancement, the brain takes over. All of a sudden, now it's your mind doing it. The reason you're not happy is the mind is leading you. Get in your head, you're dead. Your heart is so big.
I struggled for years until I realized I wasn't bad at marriage. My subconscious was simply programmed for executive survival. And I've seen it many times after with my clients. That is why I use somatic exercises to help you regulate your nervous system, methods to find the root of your faulty assumptions, and hypnosis to recode your subconscious mind. We make focusing on the positive and acting out of love automatic. So you don't have to try to be a good husband. You just are one. Look, you know you love her. But if you keep making these 3 decisions from your current identity, you might lose her. I am now making myself available to a select group of high-performing leaders for the Love Leader Intensive. This isn't a mass market coaching program or generic talk therapy. It is a high-touch, systematic upgrade for your internal world. Click the link below to book a free clarity call. We will audit your nervous system state, identify the broken circuits causing your home tension, and determine if you are fit for this 90-day transformation. If you are ready to stop being a roommate to your wife and start living the relationship of your dreams the way I do today, book that call. I've done the work, my clients have done the work, and I'm available to help you do it too.